Alright, you guys, this is ranking on a this is gonna be an enjoyable video, but I'm gonna rank web shows, some stuff that's on YouTube and other stuff. But I've been on YouTube for about 10 years now, so I've got to rank this thing. I'm kind of annoyed right now because I just made like a first attempt and that just randomly left. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, it's alright, but let's just get this on because I'm kind of pissed. But we got 19 web shows. I'm gonna keep explaining about object shows, but shows there's good stuff like the classics, the old ones, and some other ones I'm gonna talk about. And if you want me just to get on the list, let's get it right away. Warning: if you want to, so I would recommend you guys watching the shows that I explain if you haven't, but they're gonna be kind of weird, disturbing if you actually watch them. But hey, here's just something: they're good, and I'll be ranking them at the end of the video. So stick around. So let's just start. We got to start with the object shows because the object shows are always the greatest place to start. And let's just start from the beginning. BFDI is the classic. We all know. We got the winner. We got the season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5. They got 5 seasons. This is serious. This is seriously a long show. Like, I haven't seen a show on this list. I don't even know if there's even, sometimes they don't even have that much. Like, BFDI has done its series for years. Like, literally years. It's been doing this stuff for 14 years and they never really had stopped. Speaking of which, the second object show, Name is Sandy, made by Adam Katz, is beautiful as well. I even love it more than BFDI because obviously everybody loves it. Season 1 is easily the beauty of terribleism. Season 2 is beautiful. Season 3 is awesome, but Season 2 is beautiful and it's better now. Even though I used to say the season 3 was better, it's changed now. So you guys gotta let me know on that. 1 is beautiful as well. I gotta tell you, psychological horror is great. There's some disturbing scenes in the show. I love that people love the show, and some people even just watch 1 over before BFDI. And I gotta tell you, 1 does not seem like an object show, a normal one, obviously, but 1 is a beautiful show that just seems like it's different from object shows. And I'll tell you this, watch 1 specifically, because this is going to be worth it. Object Lockdown, Object Lockout will also be on this list, but I don't need to explain it all because you can just, guys, watch it yourself on my video. Object shows I just watched, just came out. Go watch it. There's also Paper Puppets Take 2, which is another beautiful one. Gotta tell you, I also was in my video. Not only that, but there's another object show that talks about a video called Extraordinary Excellent Entities, and I wasn't in it. It's not gonna be in this list because it's not as good as these ones. And Object Invasion, because that show's coming back, and I heard it's gonna be beautiful. And I'm excited for that. So, we just explained some object shows, and I'm gonna be ranking them later on, but if you guys love that, you're gonna love this. Let's get on some classics. Let's save some shows. Let's start with Ask Movie, the old one. You got really 15 episodes. 1 just came out this year, and we all thought Ask Movie was dead, and everybody was like giving it its funeral. But then Ask Movie 15 came out saying, "We back." That took like lots of stuff, but here's what I want to say. Ask Movie's really funny because it's unpredictable. But if you've seen it long enough, you know it gets predictable. Like, the jokes they made that make people think it's unpredictable will make it predictable for you because it's a web show, and I just guess it is. So, it's obviously just like that. But anyway, let's move on. Animator versus animation is beautiful. Well, it's more of animation versus animator, but here's what happened. The first 2 seasons are really good. Season 3 is not complete, but I love watching it. I haven't been finished with that one, but I'm gonna talk about the first season more, like, because season 2 is just this fighting a villain called the Dark Lord, and the Chosen One fights, and these 5 other characters that are in the Minecraft series. you fight them, and the Dark Lord loses like that. I think that's very obvious, and I don't want to be a monologue robot. So let me get off that mode. So first season beautiful because like the first episodes were like Adobe Animate, and that's one's pretty cool. I also enjoyed the fact that it's just the worst out of the four. Episode 2 and 3 are really cooler because it goes out of the computer to have other stuff like Firefox and other stuff like that, like Firefox joins in the episodes. There's just like these old, like it's an old computer character called the yellow character. It's not a stick figure. It's not the yellow stick figure. Something different. But just watch the second episode of that show. And also the third episode where it's actually more when the Dark Lord gets introduced, and it's beautiful. There's in the fourth episode these new guys, the orange stick figure, and four or other guys, which is a blue, red, yellow, and green. And the orange one's supposed to be like an artist, I guess, because if you notice the episodes, like he does good art. I guess it's good, but it's not beautiful with that stuff. But it's a great show. Okay, I'll be honest, it's not hateful, but it could be better. And I'm right now just getting like. To be honest, it's a good show. I like episode 4 a lot more because there's actually real humans and there's actually actual fights, and I love the ending where it's a good ending, because every single the first 3 episodes were bad endings, but the 4th episode was a good ending, and I'm gonna tell you it was a great ending. I love it. So yeah, shout outs to that. But lots of people love the show. I love it too. So now we gotta go to some of the newer shows, specifically the glitch shows. When I mean glitch, yeah, it's gonna be a bit glitchy right here, because the Amazing Digital Circus is gonna glitch me up right now, and I said shut up doing that, but it's with these three no, not 3, it's six, I think. But I don't know. It was just them at the. There's it was virtual reality circus, and it's Amazing Digital. And there's Kane, the bubble from BFTI, I guess. I know it's not. It's just a funny joke. There's Jax, the king chess piece. The doll character. The Jax, the Pomni, the smiling and sad character with the mask, that one random nonsense character. I don't know. I don't give a perfect thing on it, but it's great. It really is. It makes you feel a bit blue. Pomni, Gummy Goo. Rest in peace, Gummy Goo. By the way, that was 4 months ago, so it's kind of over, but that was a great part in the series. But I'm gonna tell you, since it's kind of not been doing that much, the Murder Drones just ended, so it's gonna probably make it a little bit faster. But speaking of Murder Drones, let's get on to Murder Drones. Murder Drones has some good characters as well. You've got Uzi, the main one, the it's just weird. There's NVE and the Tessa character, and Sin, the villain, or Sin. And the summary is a group of worker drones who must survive on a frozen exoplanet after a catastrophic core collapse wipes out nearly all life. So I guess it's something, but there's just dark stuff in the show. There's lots of parts. There's parts where they go into this room and just has basically just dead robots, and it's Murder Drones, obviously, but the goal is not actually to really defeat the core. I mean, it is kind of, but Murder Drones is perfectly the name. The name goes really well, but Murder Drones is literally called Murder Drones for a reason. They are murder drones. It's self-explanatory, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't need to say anything else. One of my friends really loves the character N, like really loves it, and I can see why. Like N's really funny, caring, smart, strong, and it's also somebody who seems like to have autism. I don't know why, but if you just notice in some of the scenes, just like that, and I'm just there like, it seems like somebody who'd be autistic. And again, I have autism, so I can actually have like, I can see why it does, but it's a great show, pretty good. But let's move on. So speaking of glitch and all, we gotta talk about SMG4, which is a channel itself of Mario's copyright a lot of times made by Glitch. It's basically the Glitch version of Mario, and it's pretty funny, but there's just not that much to it. But I'm gonna tell you all, it's great. It's great. Like, I'm here watching it, and I think it's beautiful. And it just has some like funny stuff. There's Puzzle Vision, which I don't even want to talk about. One of my friends really loves the show. Like, I'm in kind of the SMG4 community, but SMG4 is always funny. It's definitely a lighter tone than Murder Drones and the Amazing Digital Circus. But if I've really been talking about Glitch that much, why haven't I joined the Glitch in? Because that costs $10 a month. I'm not joining that thing because I really would. So yeah, especially which that's a pretty good show. And let's get on to the disturbing side of YouTube, especially the best ARG of all time, No Through Road. This one is obviously the least popular of all of these you're gonna watch, but I'm a enthusiast in horror, so I get horror, but I'm gonna say this. No Through Road is beautiful in time travel. It's basically a time loop, and there's so much cool stuff. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's 4 episodes and it's only like 30 minutes. And I gotta tell you, if I have any free time, watch that show specifically because it's really good. I gotta tell you one thing though. It's just really disturbing. There's gonna be some weird stuff I'm gonna show you. There's gonna be, like parts where there's like weird stuff. Like there's one part where they find this like, it's like a dead rabbit. It's just weird. And that's not the only thing. They also like at the end of the episode, there's like this. The first episode, there's some like creepy guy that starts killing the main 4, but that's why in the beginning of the episode it says these 4 guys were dead and found, and turns out that's not how it really happened, but there's gonna be more stuff if you actually watch it. I'd explain to show you these other 2 videos after that's with like that has like explained it a bit better, and just watch the main series because it's beautiful. Recommend it. You guys really helped me here, but let's talk about these 5 honorable mentions. No, actually 6. So let's start with the starters. The starter squad, yeah. It starts lots of cool stuff. And I'm going to tell you this, but let me explain in this. Starter squad Pokemon. So most of you guys don't even like it, but if you really do watch Pokemon stuff, I tell you, good for you, because it's not as good as the other ones on this list, but it's good. It's good. It's really good. It's the Star Squad is Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander all fighting its way out of the fighting. It's basically their own Pokemon journey, but it's funny. It's good. The show hasn't done that much. I feel like it's made by somebody who's like with Glitch, but I don't think that's true. I think that's just my mind just hitting up, but no, I don't. It might be part of Glitch, it might not be, but I don't think it is. So if it isn't my mistake, I'm sorry, but I felt like some of the beak out of Glitch. Oh, sorry about that. Let's move on to it's the Pokemons. Gotta tell you, it's pretty funny. I've seen only the first 3 episodes out of the 6. I've seen a bit of Deadly Smiles. But should I go back to watch it for Halloween? Should I comment in the chat below? Because I'm gonna let the comments open. I'll try. But but that's pretty cool. Speaking of Sir Palo itself, because he made the show, guess what? I'm also gonna put Maki Show, but that's just Mickey Mouse parodies. But it's pretty funny as well. It's not that shown anymore because Sir Palo got better stuff to do. But if I really want to be honest, you know what's the worst part of being in this spooky month? Guess what spooky month's part of as well? You guessed it. You guessed it. You're gonna be in the glitch part. Not as good though. But going to those two shows, we got some other stuff. We got llamas and hats, another disturbing series just to be disturbing. It's beautiful though. It's funny. It gets more creepy. In the last episode, the main llama jumps off a bridge, and that's pretty dark after he exploded the world. But turns out in the epilogue, there's some really beautiful stuff that happened in the epilogue. But that's just the Kickstarter right now, so we don't know what's gonna happen. But we'll tell you this: I love that this character, Carl specifically, Carl is becoming a better person. It makes me feel happy finally. And I love Carl. So let me just get on to move on because I want to relax. The alphabet in number lore. Finally happy here. But this is a beautiful show. And I'm feeling really peaceful right now, and it shouldn't be that peaceful, but here's what I gotta tell you. There's just alphabets, and they get away from this guy named F. You know, F was treated horribly by the true villains, L and O. But in number lore, there's actual villains, which are numbers. I don't know what's gonna happen from there, but I guess it's gonna be beautiful. Wow, that llama's hats thing really made me happy. Ina. That's the only one I've talked about. ENA, but it's not beautiful-esque, but I'm going to tell you this. It's only one episode. It's called Temptation Stairway. I explain more of it in my MJX Talks About ENA show, but watch it. And that concludes the honorable mentions. And let's go to the final show. Obviously, Edgeworld. I think if you really know me, you personally know I would have put Edgeworld specifically somewhere, but if you see my Edgeworld video, I will make just more opinions on it. Here's what really happened. So, Edgeworld is about these four guys, and if you see the show, it's these four guys, and most of it's Ed, Tom, Matt, Tord. Tord's supposed to be the Norwegian guy that's like, I guess he makes stuff. Matt's the dumb guy, but it's also a narcissist. Ed's the main character, drinks cola, and Tom's possessed, and just kind of just doesn't like anybody. But unfortunately, in 2012, Ed Gold, the main creator, died of leukemia, and it's just sad to see. But Ed moved on to Legacy for and the Legacy was supposed to be like these shows, like dedication to Ed, and it was beautiful. And then Edgeworld Beyond now, which is doing okay, but no, it's not still beautiful. But Edgeworld is a place in my heart. And speaking of which, we gotta make this stuff. Alright, let's get on the ranking. And at 19th place, we got ENA. Obviously, for a reason, it's only one episode, but it's a pretty good episode. In 18th place, we have the Starter Squad, just because it's Pokemon. 17th, we got Alphabet Number Lore, because it's not that much right now, but it's good. We also have Llamas with Hats. That makes me happy every single time I watch it. It's pretty funny. I like the last episode though, like the epilogue more supposedly, but so that epilogue, if you watch it now, it just makes me really happy that this guy becomes a better person. And it might have been disturbing at first, but it's pretty lighthearted and soft. Spooky Month was right before. No, Maki Show was right at 15th because Maki's is funny. Maki Show was awesome. The Spooky Month is gonna make you next place because it's good. It's an honorable mention, but it's really funny. I will start watching the show again if you guys want me to. 13th, animated versus animation, which I'm gonna tell you it's beautiful, and I'm gonna tell you this. Go watch it yourself. You can watch it. I might put in a link in the description. Don't know if I will, but it's good. 12th, No Through Road. It's a show that is an ARG, and I've already talked about it. It's pretty good. Object Invasion's right above it because it's Object Invasion. It's a show that's doing better now. Object Lockout and Object Lockdown are also really awesome. And totally rocks. The Amazing Digital Circus at 9. It makes me kinda laugh. It's really good. Murder Drones is at 8 because it's not as cracked up as to be for me, but it's great. It's good. Good characters. 7th, SMG4. Funny and all. It's a really good show. 6th, BFDI. Got lots of good stuff, especially the Power of Two. They're doing better. 5th is Paper Puppets Take Two, which is always gonna make me happy because it's a good show. Makes me laugh. 4th place, Asif Movie. And we'll tell you this. It's probably the funniest one on the list. But there's just nothing like anything over Asif Movie is beautiful. Like probably some is just excellent. And Anime Insanity is totally a 10 out of 10 as well, but there's just not that much to say about it. If you can just you saw me explaining it earlier, so let's just move on. 1 is number 1 in object shows, in my opinion, because there's a real one number 1. And the number 1 was not the friend we made this way. Number 1 was Edgeworld, and obvious reasons was it's a beautiful show, and it made me happy. I'm gonna tell you guys, thank you for watching. This actually made me happy. Hope you guys have a beautiful day or night, and I hope this guys did not waste your time, but enjoy yourself for the rest of the day. Have your best, make your best moments the rest of the day, and have a good day. Goodbye.